Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And welcome everyone to our June 15th Zoom Satsang presentation. And our first topic, 3 ways to achieve enduring happiness. And it starts with a question to you. What is the popular concept of happiness? The non-mystical approach to happiness is that if you attain what you desire, you are happy. And if you don't, you are unhappy. Win the lottery, get a great job, and you are happy. Miss the lottery, don't get a great job, and you are miserable. Webster tells us that happiness is the emotion evoked by success or by the prospect of possessing what one desires. A reflective person knows that this kind of happiness is fleeting. When we finally possess what we have been desiring, somehow the happiness soon fades, and before we know it, we are back to our dissatisfied self again, desiring something new to give us that elusive happiness. Desire, fulfillment, pleasure, loss, pain, suffering. That is the cycle of seeking happiness in outer things, be they possessions or people. What is the solution? Some say, give up desire. Desire is what is causing the whole problem. It drives us to get what we want, and when the happiness of that getting eventually wears off, we start all over again with a new desire. So if you can get rid of desire, you solve the whole problem, right? And the question to you, what does Gurudeva say about giving up desire? Gurudeva looked at it differently. He said, desire is life, and the reason we desire things is because we are alive. Desire is energy expressing itself. The only way we could get rid of desire would be to get rid of life. Even if the physical body has passed on, even if we don't have a physical body, we are still alive, still active, creative, and motivated by what? Desire. So trying to get rid of desire is not really a solution to the cycle of desire and fulfillment. And question to you, since we can't give up desire, then what can we do? Do we give up? What's the alternative to giving up desire? Instead, Gurudeva suggested uplifting our consciousness and changing what we desire. That is how we solve the problem, by channeling or transmuting our energy, desiring things that are more refined. Instead of desiring just to make ourselves happy, we desire to make our family and friends happy too. That is a higher desire. Going to school is a way of channeling energy. As a child, first we memorize, bringing the energies up out of the chakras below the Muladhara into the Muladhara. Then in the Swadhisthana chakra we reason. We learn how to think. Then we learn how to push things through and accomplish them through the force of will in the Manipura chakra. We are pulling the energy up into memory, reason, and willpower in the normal process of schooling. Schooling is important, for it trains us to lift our consciousness, refine our character, and harness the baser desires. Cultural practices such as singing, dancing, and playing a musical instrument are also effective ways of refining desire. They help raise the energies even further than the basic studying in school. In doing so, we raise our consciousness and learn to avoid the grosser states of mind of doubt, depression, discouragement, and circumvent the base problem of desires leading ultimately to sorrow. The goal is to claim the spiritual happiness that is inside of us. Happiness is already part of our inner self. But we need to learn how to experience that part of us that is always happy. Our religion gives us inner ways and outer ways to accomplish this. What ways can you think of for experiencing our inner happiness? The monistic or meditative way is to turn within in meditation, go deep into the lotus of the heart and experience our inner self, our inner light, our spiritual energy. That makes us truly happy. That's a wonderful way. Meditation, first way. There is also the theistic way. We can come to the temple and open ourselves to the blessings of the deities. We come in an unhappy state, receive the blessings, and go away uplifted and happy. Why? Because we have connected with our inner self through external worship. We have connected with the same blissful state that can be achieved through meditation. These are two ways to internalize our awareness, to move our awareness into our spiritual being. Gurudeva gives us a third way. If you want to attain happiness, make others happy. Think about that a minute. If you want to attain happiness, make others happy. That is a wonderful statement. Quite often we are unhappy because we are self-centered, too wrapped up in ourself. We are in a selfish state of mind, concerned only about our life, our problems, our challenges. Life is not treating us fairly, we think, and so we are unhappy. What's the antidote? Do something for other people. Try to make them happy. A woman suffering from severe depression was told by her psychiatrist, "I have a remedy that is a sure cure for your depression if you follow it. Go out and help other people. Make other people happy." Of course, she would not do that. We might say she actually wanted to be depressed, or we could say she was stuck in that state of mind, unable to change. Recently, a devotee wrote to me for advice. The doctor has put Dad on an even stronger pain medication. He spends his days in bed. He is so very depressed. I pray daily that I can brighten his day in some small way. I offer to massage him. Sometimes he is open. Sometimes he just wants to be left alone. My husband and I try very hard to care for him in the best way we know how. Most times I feel it is never good enough because Dad is so closed down, so critical and angry. I continually look for ways to give and to serve each day. Please offer advice and encouragement. Sound familiar? An aging parent is in a negative state of mind to one degree or another and refuses to budge from that state of mind no matter what the children do. Here was my advice. In caring for your father-in-law, it is enough to do the kindly act. Whether it is appreciated or not does not matter from a karmic point of view. You are creating good karma by fulfilling dharma. Don't be disappointed when you can't change a lifetime of mental habits of a person just by smiling, being nice, and helping out. He is who he is. All you can do is your duty. Do it to the best of your ability. If he is uplifted and smiles because of it, or remains grumpy and depressed, don't let that be the measure of your success. The measure of success is doing your duty, doing it with love. It is okay for you to be happy even if your parent isn't happy, even though you live in the same house. You should not let your father or mother's negativity, depression, and criticalness be contagious. Being surrounded by family and friends is important. It is a natural and positive state to live in. It helps us live a fulfilling dharmic life. However, the problem comes if we rely on family and friends to make us happy. This is a false concept. We want our happiness coming from ourselves. Then we can share that happiness with our family and friends. We should never fall into thinking, I am unhappy by myself. Somehow if I get married, if I have children, or if I have lots of friends, I will be happy. It does not work that way. Any temporary happiness soon wears away in the old cycle of fulfillment of desire. We get married. If we are an unhappy person, we may be happy for a while, but eventually we will fall back into the state of unhappiness, because that is our mental habit, the mode our mind operates in. That habit does not go away just because we associate with new people. It also does not go away by our getting new possessions. The happiness derived from acquiring things lasts for an even shorter time. New computer, new car, redecorate the home, that is fulfilling for a few months, maybe a year for the home, but eventually the charm wears off. The state of unhappiness only goes away permanently by our remolding our consciousness and the way we look at life, by refining our character to the point where we naturally live in a state of fulfilled contentment all of the time, regardless of external circumstances. We can summarize the above observations in 7 practical principles, which can also be called 7 tools for conquering unhappiness. 1. Refine your consciousness and build self-control through education and cultured activities. That's the basic practice. 2. Clear the subconscious of negative memories, reactions, and grudges through affirmation, self-reflection, and sadhana. 3. Fill yourself with gratitude for life and for all that you have. 4. Know that happiness and unhappiness are states of mind. They are not the real you. You are the pure awareness that experiences a state of mind. You are not the state of mind itself. Learn to change your state of mind in meditation, turning awareness within to your spiritual nature, the radiance within you. Direct awareness through controlled breathing. Tune into your innate happiness through religious devotion. Become fulfilled and uplifted by doing things for others. By cultivating these tools, you can experience true bliss, true happiness, a contentment that does not cycle or fade. Moving on. Second topic, 64 character qualities from our workbook. And we're up to self-discipline. 52nd character quality. How would you define self-discipline? The workbook gives this definition. Self-discipline means having the willpower to create and sustain strong and positive habits, overcoming lethargy and pushing yourself beyond your known limits to new heights of accomplishment. The opposite is unruliness. And our quotes from Gurudeva. The path of Saiva Siddhanta, as you all know, is a very simple path. It's the path of love, a path of devotion, which makes you want to be self-disciplined. Because to maintain a feeling of love all the time, you have to be self-disciplined. You don't discipline yourself to attain the feeling of love. You attain the feeling of love and then you want to discipline yourself because you love the discipline, because it brings more love. Gurudeva's next quote. The regular practice of Hatha Yoga is self-discipline, which is a basic aid in character building. A good character and strong willpower are essential to advance oneself spiritually. And reflection. Take a moment to identify a few ways in which you could improve in self-discipline. And, as usual, our third topic is quotes from Yoga Swami's Words of our Master. Keep the antakaranas free from sickness and be careful, be awake, be alert, be vigilant, and become omnipresent. So, to refresh our memory on antakaranas, these are mental faculties. In the Tattva system, there are 14, 15, and 16. 14, Buddhi Tattva, judgment, intellect, the faculty of discrimination. 15, Ahankara, egoism, sense of I-ness in the external form. It is the fundamental principle of individuality. 16, Manastattva, the instinctive mind, the receiving and directing link between the outer senses and the inner faculties. So it receives the sense impressions, passes them on to that which interprets them. So let's read Yoga Swami's quote again. Keep the antakaran free from sickness, and be careful, be awake, be alert, be vigilant, and become omnipresent. What does that mean to you? What struck me was Yoga Swami's casual reference to omnipresence, which shows how he looked at it as a natural state for a seeker to attain. It's not something really obscure, really beyond our reach. Omnipresence. If the mind remains pure, that is equal to all yoga asanas. What does that mean to you? What struck me is it shows the importance of purity. Atma dharshan will arise when there is a yearning desire to know the self, and when attachment to the possessions of others entirely disappears. You must press hard within yourself. If you do that, you will have the desire for scriptural knowledge. You must squeeze the sugar cane to extract the juice. What does that mean to you? What struck me is that Yoga Swami is stressing that experiencing the Atma, Atma Darshanam, requires a great deal of effort. It's like squeezing the juice out of sugarcane. Oh, thank you very much. Oh.